Hey, what's up, good people?
Hey, y'all.
Welcome back.
Welcome back.
Hey, man. If you do not know by now, my name is Nnamdi.
And I am TK.
And you are tuned into Unqualified Opinion.
No, I'm not perfect, no. I made my mistakes and no. All I want is love unconditional. Love unconditional. I don't deserve it, no. But it would be worth it all. All I want is love unconditional. Love unconditional.
Hey, y'all. Welcome back, man.
Yes.
We are so glad to be back, man.
Yes.
Had to take a little time away, man.
We missed y'all, though.
Yeah, we definitely did, man. Had some things fresh on our heart, man, and we ready to go again. So, man, just been just doing some fasting.
Yeah,
and
for
praying
sure.
here recently,
Definitely.
along with our church. And just, also personally too, man.
Yes.
We got some exciting news, man. You want to tell us?
Yes, I am back in school.
She's back in school. She's
and I
going
am
deeper, y'all.
studying theology.
Yeah.
Yeah, I've been wanting to study this for years, and I finally got the space, the opportunity, the confirmation, and all of that. So I'm going in, and that's a part of the reason why I kind of have stepped back just a little bit, just to know God's heart and His direction for our marriage, for our family, for me personally, my walk. So yeah, we haven't been neglecting y'all. We just been making sure we good with the Father.
Man, just trying to refresh that mind, that
that
spirit,
heart.
man, and getting our hearts right.
Alignment.
Definitely, man. So y'all keep my wife in prayer, man.
Yeah.
I'm so
I got
proud
a
of
test
her.
coming
and
up.
what she doing, man. She's up at night studying, man, and it's just amazing. I love that she's continuing and wanting to grow and grow deeper in God, man. So y'all keep her in prayer, man. But hey, man, we got a crazy subject today, man. It's called, man, help. We are not the same,
At
man.
all.
Let me tell you.
At
Her and I,
all.
we
At
not
all.
the same.
At
Okay.
all.
You probably look at us and be like, man,
How?
they must just be all in one alignment. They just got everything. Nah, man, that's one of our things here. We want to be transparent. No,
Absolutely.
we're very, very, very different. A few differences, man. Like just a few. Like I'm an early bird, man. So I get up early. Like, man, I could be up even on my off days. I'm off
Singing,
for probably like 8 at the latest.
Cooking turkey bacon.
Doing
Excited.
all of that she said. And she's a night owl, so she'll stay up a lot of the night. She won't get up till, like, if I'm here until probably like maybe 11 or so, sometimes 10 something, 11.
If I can stretch it to 1.
Yeah, because most times she with the kids, and so she gotta have her coffee. I probably can't do too much talking and all that when she hasn't had
That's
that.
so crazy. That's when you're like the most romantic and everything. You want to kiss on me? I'm like,
definitely in the morning. That's me in the morning.
6 hours, please.
But and then she's the more adventurous one. I think that you like to go and do just all these different things and all these adventurous things.
Rock
and I'm
climb,
like, man, when I'm off, I'm kind of like, man, I don't want to do nothing. I'm chill. I don't want to go nowhere. We can look at a great TV. We can pay these people for, and like we can play some board games, maybe, and eat good. That's what I want. But other than that, I'm good. But with her, like I said, we get out, man.
And because I'm adventurous and spontaneous, I'm also very irrational. So I am very passionate. When I feel something, I'm like, let's do it. Which could cause me to be in trouble, which it has before. And Nnamdi is definitely more practical, like
pump them brakes.
I'll be ready to let's go start these businesses. Let's go.
Yeah.
Whoa, I mean, that sounds great.
Add it all up. I gotta balance it.
Definitely. And I am just another one. I am a animal lover.
Ooh.
I love animals, from giraffes to tigers to lions to anteaters to dogs and puppies and cats and all of it. And
my rule is they can't talk back to you, and I don't trust
they
it.
do speak back with their personality and their aura and their.
I got enough kids. That's enough.
You wouldn't even. Y'all, we getting a dog. Check us out in 2022, and we will have 2 Rottweilers.
Y'all pray for her. Y'all pray for her wish to come true. Matter of fact, I need some praying on my end that she.
Everybody in this world loves animals.
I don't think so.
Yeah.
I don't think so. But
Okay, whatever. But as you can see, we are different. And those were just a few.
Yeah.
And imagine if our marriage was based off of focusing on those things. Man. And imagine how annoyed you would be.
Yeah.
How annoyed you would be.
I mean, and we were like that for a minute. I mean, we've worked out,
especially me.
Yeah, and don't think that we made it, but so we've gotten better.
We've been aggressive and intentional.
Aggressively intentional about it here probably the last year or more
Definitely.
and a half, and it's really helped us out as far as that go. But like before, man, it was just seeing every little bit and thing.
Yeah.
Why you don't?
It's
do
so
it this
crazy.
way,
It's like he's
that.
a new person to me now. Like when I was focusing on all the negative things, I was like, "Who are you and why did I do it?"
Right.
Like,
That's what we.
Who are you and why?
Right.
But the shift, you're a completely different person in my mind now. It's so crazy.
Yeah. I mean,
but the destruction that can happen, like you said, from that is dangerous.
And there's so many different ones out there right now. You may be dealing with just with your situation. You're either in a relationship, boyfriend, girlfriend, or husband and wife, man. And you just like, you just think that, man, if they supposed to just be, they supposed to like everything.
They can just be like this.
Just like this.
Yeah, they can just, if he could just like this, she can just.
Nah.
Yeah.
Opposites attract, homie, and we're gonna help you to understand how to deal with that. But I think a lot of it comes from just maybe how we were brought up or what we saw as far as like marriage and relationships.
For sure.
For myself, I say that with the relationships, my mom and my dad have been married multiple times, and so whenever, at least I don't know the reasons all the way why they got he parted from their other people that they had been with before, but mainly, it was some type of difference, I would believe, that just drove them apart. And they didn't say, we're going to go and just get counseling, we're going to dig deeper. I didn't see none of that. Just overall, my family, we don't have many of those type of people.
So real.
Most of the time, in my family, if you ain't with what I'm about, man, you can get out my space. You messing it up. And that's how it went. So first thing when I seen the difference with her, I'm like, oh no, but I'm like, the thing that kept me rooted was was our faith. But we'll get more into that. But what was your roots, babe?
Yeah, I mean it almost sounds the same. Parents been married multiple times, and when they didn't like something, I love you, daddy and mom. But when they didn't like something, it was adios. And also, I believe that there was a little bit more of an aggressiveness about it too, like just what your husband was supposed to do. It was like this, one thing only type of view that they had of what the husband's supposed to, work his butt off. The husband was to take out the trash, take you on 7 dates a week, give you 8 dozens of roses every single day, as well as stay up and change the baby's diapers with you, rub you down. Like, it was so much. And if anything was different, it was like, no, you don't fit in with my family. If you don't fit in with my family, it's you can't fit in. And so I believe that it was a tad bit more aggressive, which led me into this marriage. It was destruction. I had these false expectations, these false roles that you're abnormal if you don't do these things. And who are you? Like, this doesn't make sense. My background and how I was brought up tells me that you're supposed to be like this, and you're not. Now what?
Yeah, man.
Now what are we supposed to do?
Yeah, and when you see that it's not like what you thought, man. The first, as you see that we both said is that both of our families and what we've seen is that they just do the exit. They do the exit.
The exit was always an option.
Yeah.
Definitely.
Yeah, that's what
it was always. And I mean always. So then came the shift. The shift in our perspective, and I held my tongue because I'll bring it back up in this point, but I think with being determined to not be like what I saw was kind of like the gas I needed in my tank, the weight I needed to put on the pedal, because when I read the word, it didn't line up. Like the things that I saw for reasons of the D word was not biblical. And so like differences and disagreeing and all of these different type of things. So I believe what is a huge part of kind of getting over that pettiness of different, because it's petty. It's really, 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 really petty. Is having a mission statement. Yeah. And if you don't know what that is, that's just simply deciding between husband and wife. What do we stand for? What is our long-term goals? What are we going after? What do we want to leave our children? What do we want to embed in them? And what seeds do we want to plant? And I think once you have that, especially because the main foundation, as you know, if you're new here, we are believers. So our faith is huge.
It's everything, man.
It's everything.
It's everything, man. I don't think if we didn't have that,
wouldn't have made it.
No, definitely
wouldn't
not.
Have made
That's the difference.
Not that first year.
And you know, it's not just and our faith is more than just us going to church. It's our life. It's the center of everything that we do. So when I saw those differences, when most of the time when the exit was in me like that, don't get it wrong, the pattern was there. When she saw the pattern was there, and our mind said that. But the thing that held us and anchored us is that we're anchored in Christ. And that's what exactly helped us to stay put there. And, you know, I could go into so much more there.
Well, but I want to.
I'll insert, though, that if you don't have Christ as the center, like really, really, if you don't have a fear of God, if you really don't have a fear of what happens, what's the consequence if I do go with the D word, and I don't have biblical grounds for it, then guess what? It's gonna be very, very easy for you to just hit the door. And that's where you see a lot of, you know, entertainers and those who really don't have that as a center. You see that's just like a regular thing, like so and so on the headline. They got married to somebody else. And now they got married to so and so as far as that goes, man. And so I think that, babe, you know, I looked at it like this. I had some very bad patterns in relationships before I got with you. You understand? And so I said, you know, I always told God, like, okay, when I get to marriage, you know, I want at least let me honor you in this, Lord. Let me do this right. Like let me get this right, and regardless if it is bad or it's good, whatever, I'm going to try my very best. I'm going to make it work. And under Christ, unless it's some type of biblical ground, that's it. But other than that, no, it's it. I'm here. I'm anchored. I served the enemy long enough in relationships and doing stupid stuff that no, I'm going to show, and I want my marriage to be a display for others. And this is a reflection of Christ. And hopefully it pushes other people to you, Lord, and that's how I want it to be
through our marriage. And you went where I was gonna go, which is God. We cannot leave that out. We can give you a bunch of practical stuff, which is good to take along with you, along with God. But I would say what is so huge is us praying together, us fasting together, us reading marriage books, and devotions together, and just constantly staying on the same page, biblically, like I said, practically, whatever that might be. If we're eating healthy, we eating healthy together. If we, whatever it might be, staying on the same page. But God must be the center, because if He's not, you've seen the results of God not being the center. You know what that looks like. And so being determined, and just to also add, you know, if there are things in your marriage that really truly annoys the depths of your soul, because, you know, the spouse knows how to hit that nerve that don't nobody else hit. If they continue to do that thing that touches and irks your soul, ask God to give you grace, and He will. I think we were watching TD Jakes' Model Homes.
Man, you guys, if you have not seen TD Jakes, it's a new series he did at the beginning of last month of January 2020. Amazing. Part 1 and part 2, man. Bless our soul. TD Jakes Model Homes. You look it up after you get done watching this, of course.
After you subscribe and comment like this, go check him out. But he was speaking about how his wife is messy when she cooks. Was it that?
No, she takes too long. Like he's like, why couldn't you just do all of this all together?
He's like, she walks over to here and grabs something, then she goes back over there. When you was like, why didn't you grab all those items? And he sits back and watch an annoyance, and he said, God whispered to him, help her. Yeah. And it's those little small things that will, that God blesses you with grace in your marriage. Like, just little small things, y'all. We can't overlook it, because those little tiny things just build the annoyance. Now you're arguing every day. You're not getting along. You're not able to be intimate because you pissed me off for 2 weeks. Like, those small things. But if you're going back to God, if you're consistently praying, asking God, give me grace, not only to not be annoyed, but to help in the areas that my partner might be weak, my spouse, my husband might be weak. So I think that's really, really, really huge.
It definitely is huge, man. Like I said, that's the main part of everything that we do. Like I said, the mission statement. And doing that, and just seeing how much just our differences complement each other. Like,
it's a celebration.
People, man, let me tell you, like, like a lot of people, like I tell people, like, this is really my better half. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, where I'm weak, she's stronger at it. You understand what I'm saying? Like, like even when I first even brought this idea up, I was like, I came out the shower, and this is like the third or fourth time I said this, and she's like, I said, hey, what, God gave me this, blah blah blah. I said it to her, and she said, okay, we doing it tonight. Now, mind you, for me, I'm like, I probably would have slept on it again and thought about, okay, I'm gonna do it on this day or whatever once again. But that's where you see the results of how she is. She has an album out and things of that sort because she's ambitious. She's gonna go straight forward, and that's where he brought her in my life to bring that part out of me, because I'm probably not sitting in front of this camera at all if it wasn't for what my wife has brought out of me and some of those good things. And I think that we kind of just complimenting each other like that, man. We kind of add up in that area to just help each other out.
And it's good that you're talking about the better half, because when you shift that perspective and you put God at the center, those things are no longer annoyances or whatever. They become benefits. Like, I have benefits with being with Nnamdi. He talks about me being, passionate and forward and going for it, but I need slowing down too, because I probably would be doing a million things, and he keeps me focused and keeps me centered. And so you begin to look at those differences as benefits, as something to celebrate, celebrating your differences.
Just thanking God that he thought enough to bring somebody alongside. When I think about, after a while, after we got through going back and forth, for 2 years or so, almost just really going back and forth on certain differences, man, and just sitting back and saying, man, thank God he gave me somebody who's not like me. Like, two of me, like that just
two of me?
That's gonna be even way worse. So he brought me somebody who has what I don't have, that sees what I don't see a lot of different times, man. He uses my wife to show me things in myself, the good and the bad. You understand? That makes me grow. So think about your mate is just someone who's there to help you, man. See your what a lot would say is the blind spots, man. See where you are great at, and maybe you don't know that you are, or your potential is at. But then also see where, hey, do you notice that you do this right here? Okay, you might want to let's see if we can just work on that a little bit, and then I've actually been open and receptive for that. Because at first it's not cool. You don't like it, but it may hurt a little bit, may sting, but it's very helpful, and it helps you grow in that area.
And speaking of being open, it can be a disaster if you are closed-minded. Not only just in that, but as you heard earlier, Nnamdi said he's a homebody. If Nnamdi was closed-minded and did not want to do anything, I would be miserable. So there are sacrifices that go along with being with someone that's different. So, he knows I love dogs. He don't think we gonna get one. We will, but he takes me to go.
I'm willing to go to do the adventurous stuff because I do. She does get me into doing stuff that I'm like, okay, I would have done that myself.
Young and fresh, you know.
And fly, everything, you know.
Anywho, so because I love animals, he's gonna take me to go pet some puppies. Yeah. So it's things like that where you have to be open and embrace those differences. So, you know, like I said, if you're closed-minded to it, it won't work. You have to be. And so, like, I don't really like being at home because I am home 24/7. I am a stay-at-home mom. Yeah. So you want to stay at home tonight? Well, here I go. I went and got some board games. We're going to be at home, but we're going to kick it. Yeah. You know, so it's just kind of that balance. Yeah. And it's a beautiful thing. It is literally, you will literally, the shift of the perspective is mind-blowing how powerful it is. Something that had me saying who and why is like, thank you,
Lord. Thank you, Lord, man. And it's right there. And I just want to speak to the person that's in that relationship, the person that's in that marriage right now, and that you're continuing like, why is this person like this? And you're focusing on your mate's the pet peeves, the things that they do that just annoys you, man. I just say, man, just pause for a little bit and just think about how much of a blessing that maybe some of those differences, how they can help you out, man. How they keep you from overspending, or how they keep you, you know, from just saying the wrong things, or maybe, you know, speaking wrong out your mouth, or something, whatever your thing may be, man. They're able to kind of help that. If you really look there, you're probably looking at who God has sent, man, to really help you go to the next level, man. And I thank God that, you know, I finally realized the blessing and the gift that he sent through my wife, man. He said that, you know, that I gained favor, you know, when I found the wife, man. And at first, man, I didn't know. I'm like, hold up, I don't know about this one. But until I stepped back, no, I'm just saying, but that's regular pattern. But you know what I'm saying? I don't know about this. I said I don't know about this one before.
First time knowing that.
But one thing that I knew about her is that she was anchored in the Lord. And so when I came to her about certain things and we started reading books and things of that sort that that really started to help us out, you know, Love Dare and what's some other ones, babe? We just, you know, obviously you got the love languages and things of that sort that we've just been kind of helping out and just
individually growing too.
Individually,
we're both like our walks with the Lord. We're very serious about individually. So consistently reading. I could not possibly be any good to Nnamdi if the Lord was not leading me every minute of the day. And definitely mess up, but nowhere near close to the first year when he married me. So keep him in the center, y'all. You can't avoid him, or you can. It'll be disastrous.
Definitely.
But if you want a healthy marriage, if you are engaged and you're watching this, if you're single and you want to be married, keep in mind God must mean everything.
Man,
he must be the center.
I'll leave you with this. I remember listening to it was a Chip Ingram. Chip Ingram was a great preacher that we listened to. And Chip Ingram had a relationship sermon, and he was talking about, he brought up some statistics of those who, you know, had either had, you know, had sex out of marriage before they got married, or they come from households who, you know, where they were divorcee households. When he added it all up, it equaled up to like 200 and something percent. That I remember adding it up to her that was against us.
I remember that conversation.
It's like a 200% chance that we don't make it. I remember even telling her this.
Yeah, I remember that.
As far as that goes, man. And let me tell you, that for many, that's the same thing. For many of you that's watching this right now, you're not a virgin. You probably came from a household who's been divorced too. So many of you got over 200%, man. You can go out there, statistics are out there, you can definitely see it. You're going to need more than just willpower. You're going to need more than that. You're going to need more than just being a good person or whatever, man.
Just
man,
madly
you're
in love
going to
with
need
each
just
other.
the power and grace of God to be in the center of your marriage, man.
Leading every step of
step of the daggone way. I'm not coming to you as a couple that made it. We just come into a couple that has progressed. And we're getting better and better every day. And so, man, we just wanted to share that with you, man.
Yes.
We're grateful for each and every one that's watching this right now, man. And we're praying for you guys. And so I just say, hey, listen, continue, man. Look at the person that's with you, man. See if God is in the center. If he's not in the center, man, put him in the center, man. Make those adjustments, man.
Yeah.
Your blessing is right beside you, man. You know what I'm saying? And so, hey, I thank you once again, man, just for tuning in to Unqualified Opinion, man.
We
you
love
guys,
y'all.
we will see you again. Make sure you subscribe.
Yeah.
We will holler at you.
Bye.
Peace.
It's working together for your good.
Look in your Bible if you need a reminder.
It's working together for your good.